Hey, welcome to New Jump City, everybody, where we recap the week in American and Japanese sequential art. I am your host, Christian, the unbiased king, Espinal, and joining me through Discord, not through Discord, I say it too many times, but for the 300th time, it is our tank top sage. It's Joshua Gangsta Time Cole.
Partner, but it should be called Gangsta Time.
Period.
What is up, Chris?
Hey.
And what's good, everybody listening?
300. This is our 300th episode. We are live from Harlem, New York, to bring you this very special episode. Very excited to get into it. But yeah, Brian's not here, unfortunately, but he is here in spirit. And we're gonna have a great show for him. So let's not waste any time. Let's get into these motherfucking plugs real quick. You can find me at the Chris Espinal on Twitter and Instagram. Joshua Cole, where can they find you?
At JD Cole_37. That's on Instagram. And on New Jump City Charge on X and TikTok.
Hell yeah. You can follow the show itself at New Jump City on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. Check us out there. You could follow Brian at b.esp on Twitter and Instagram as well. He streams video games sometimes at twitch.tv/itspunchline. If you have any questions, suggestions, anything you guys want us to talk about, you can email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com. Hit us up on that. We answer questions on our pre-show chat show that we do every week. We did one this time. It's very good.
Yes.
Yeah, it was very fun. So send us some questions. Huh? Yeah, tune into it. And you can also comment. We're doing a full video now. We're in a good place with that. We're doing full video podcasts. So leave your thoughts on the chapters. Leave your thoughts on the show. Anything you guys want us to see. And maybe we'll read them on the show. That'd be super fun.
Comments on YouTube. If you have any questions, you can email us or leave comments on the YouTube videos.
And leave a like. Why not? Give us a share. Subscribe to the podcast. It'll give me a little serotonin boost to my day. Whenever I see a new subscriber, it really just makes me very happy. So do that. Smash that subscribe button. All right. Without further ado, let's get into our show. One Piece. We are on One Piece, chapter 1142, What I'm Afraid Of.
Alternate title: Hide your kids, hide your wife, but really hide your giant kids.
Yeah, mostly your giant kids. We are opening up with a title chapter cover page story. Yamato has been on a pilgrimage to explore Wano in the same way that Odin did before he noticed that a bunch of people have been getting kidnapped, and we found out that the culprit behind it is Who's Who, former member of Kaido's crew, and Yamato. We are opening this chapter with Yamato just bashing him with the Thunder Bagua.
Thunder Bagua.
And yeah, Who's Who done. He's finished. Finito. And we open this chapter with the school on Elbaf getting attacked by this weird dragon thing. Or a snake.
Snake.
I'm a snake. And yeah, they're getting attacked by the snake. It's called Jormungandr. Pretty good. Yeah.
I'm looking at you for confirmation.
I don't know. This is the first time I read it out loud. Jormungandr. And all the teachers are meeting up to talk about it. We see the math teacher, Mr. Blade, and Miss Ange, who we already met, reporting all this to Principal Tusk, who looks like a walrus.
Nice.
And, just as this snake thing is about to eat one of the kids, Principal Tusk pulls up and he bashes this thing with a hammer. And Saul comes in with, you already know, the coolest technique name in One Piece in a long time. He comes in, he envelops his fist with armament hockey, which is important, and he hits him with that motherfucking midterm X slam. You don't like it? You don't like midterm X slam?
Yikes.
No, not yikes. That's good. That's good writing. That's good writing right there. So Saul and Principal Tusk take out this Jormungandr.
They vanquished the monster.
Yeah, they beat him. And we learned that Principal Tusk was one of the former giant pirates, which is nice. He used to be a warrior as well. And, Robin pulls up to ask, hey, there are monsters like this in the Sun World. There are monsters like this in the Sun World, Saul? And so I was like, not really. I mean, they're more usually like just animals, but that was weird. They apologize to the kids for the scare, but they find that Mr. Wolf, the gym teacher, has been attacked. And Saul goes out to investigate, but Wolf warns them that they mustn't touch the children. And they notice that the giant kids, are now sleepwalking, kind of. You see Gunko's arrow, it seems, guiding them. And they're just wondering what the fuck is going on, because now these kids are knocked out, and these monsters are appearing everywhere. We see a giant weird wolf thing, and a big bird flying out of the sky. And these are like abnormal monsters. They don't really exist on Elbaf. But they're seeing that here. There's a lot of confusion. We cut back briefly to the underworld, where last we left off there, Luffy had freed Loki, except for one sea stone prison shackle.
He's huge.
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, he's as big as Oars is, actually.
He ate the giant fruit?
No, he's like Oars.
He ate the Loki fruit.
He's like an ancient. He's got ties to the ancient giants, which were much bigger. Yeah, that are much bigger usually than the regular giants. But yeah, he dwarfs Hadrodin.
Oh, hydrogen bomb?
Yeah, Hadrodin bomb in size. Like Hadrodin goes up to his knee, basically, which is nuts. But yeah, Loki warns them that if you want to save Elbaf, undo the final cuff now. You'll soon see if I'm really helpless or not in this condition. And he explains that like if he keeps lending blasts, he'll hit something eventually. And you know what Elbaf is susceptible to. I can bring you all to ruin. And he swings his hammer back and hits the tree with it. And with that, he manages to summon a fucking lightning bolt onto Elbaf, which is bad because Elbaf is particularly susceptible to lightning and fire. Yeah. So, because it's a giant tree. So,
right.
No bueno. In the meantime, we cut back to the Walrus School where Miss Ange explains that she does recognize the monsters that are currently attacking Elbaf. And they explain that like she had an assignment for the young giant children to kind of draw a picture of something that scares them. One kid draws Nika. Someone else drew Loki. Someone else drew the giant wolf. Someone drew ghosts, the undead Draugr, storms, Nidhogger, the lightning dragon, Jormungandr, the snake.
Yeah.
One kid is scared of their mom.
My mom.
And that actually comes true too, but we'll get to that. So, they basically drew everything. And for some reason, those fears are now being manifest as these monsters. You can see that there is a dragon. You can see that, Nika is among them. You see Loki is there.
Where's his mom?
In the furthest left corner, you can see an old lady that is.
I didn't see that before.
Yeah. And we see that, it seems to be the doing of these holy knights, or one of them at least. It should be killing him. And they basically say that the time limit is until the kids reach the ship. And he asks if they can do you think we can get them back? And killing him is like, gee ha ha ha. To know love is to wound another. Say, Gunko, are you afraid of something? And Gunko closes out the chapter by answering that she is afraid of Nika.
She better be.
Well, he's on this island, so prepare to be traumatized, Gunko. But that was One Piece chapter 1142. Josh, what did you think about this chapter?
My thoughts going into this chapter was, okay, we are here in the Elbaf arc, and I feel like I keep saying this, but I'm expecting a lot. I'm expecting a incredibly grand story. I don't want to believe Wano was the last one. I want to believe this is the very last island grand story arc. Especially since I've been reading One Piece, catching, from the beginning, going through all of these wonderful like island arcs. I keep telling myself, like, just because things are so advanced right now, like with the, world government and the Holy Knights being there, that, like, we're going to get to some type of conclusion really fast, like with this arc. But this could still just be the beginning. We have no idea, like what lengths and bounds Oda has in mind. And it's kind of funny because Brian brought this up, I think last week, when we were talking about like our expectations for the end of One Piece and like the pre-show chat show.
Yeah.
I think, and I'm gonna keep that expectation, but man, shit looks hectic right now. Especially looking at this last 2-page spread. I mean, Nika's literally out there too.
Yeah.
Gunko is gonna be scared. Is that the Nika you was talking about, by the way?
What do you mean?
When you was like, oh, there's a literal Nika on the island.
Yeah, it's
I thought you
one of the
about
kids
Luffy.
that. No, yeah. Oh well, I was also talking about Luffy.
Oh, okay, yeah, because that's what I thought about initially.
Yeah.
But let's talk about Loki. I don't think he summoned a lightning bolt. I think he hit the tree so hard that it caused sparks that shot out.
No, it comes from the top, and it strikes.
No, I think it shoots out.
Look, you see the cloud in this one. You see the cloud in the bottom page.
Oh, here?
No, down. Well, there, yes, but also on the bottom page there. That's the cloud that it's coming from.
You're right. You win.
Yes. I love to win.
Jesus Christ, man. I can't wait, man. I can't wait.
Can't wait for what?
1 W for me is like 1,000 when it comes to One Piece.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's coming. But let's be real. Luffy could probably fold Loki, right?
He probably could.
I don't think Loki could beat Kaido. That's who Luffy scales to right as of right now, right? He's beyond Kaido.
I don't know.
Are the elders stronger than? Do you think one of the elders could beat Kaido? You think?
I feel like if they could, they would.
Right, and there's 5 of them, right?
Yeah.
Well, they probably couldn't beat him and his entire crew.
Yeah, there's
the 5 of them.
There's a constant contextualization of how Luffy, before he fought Luffy, he was jumped by 9 people that all scarred him, and then he was jumped by the younger generation of pirates.
Yeah,
and he fought Luffy 3 times, knocked him out 3 separate times before Luffy came back with Gear 5.
And still got smoked.
Yeah. So Kaido is something else. I don't know if Luffy is particularly on his level 1-on-1 yet.
Oh, you still don't think Luffy?
I don't know.
I think he at least scales to Kaido.
Yes, he's at the very minimum probably like right below Kaido. Very easily evenly matched.
Yeah. I'll take evenly matched or right below.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I don't think he's like distantly below Kaido.
But the whole point is that Kaido's a problem. So he's if you're not someone that could fight Kaido and probably beat him, you're not going to beat Luffy. That's where I'm at.
Yeah.
And so Loki, I think it's smart that him rampaging is causing more of a problem for the island. other than him threatening violence to these people, because let's keep it real. He could be a monster and all, but Luffy, Zoro, Hydrogen Bomb, and a few other giants are there. There's no way he's beating all of them. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I also find it really funny that he said that he wants to save the island, but if they don't let him go, he's gonna destroy it.
Yeah. Well, he's saying if you want to save him, let me go, or else I'll destroy it. Because I'm just gonna keep hitting
Is that
this
what
shit
he
with
means?
lightning. Yeah.
Yeah, Luffy fucked up.
Yeah. Luffy fucked up for sure. But it was good to see Loki do stuff.
Yeah.
Were those all your thoughts?
Yeah, they were all my thoughts, and you know what? This was my RGC.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
Fantastic chapter. I guess I'll go on with my thoughts. I also really like this chapter. I don't know if it's my RGC though. It was really cool to see Loki even do this little thing here. There's so many funny implications with Thor and Loki, seeing as how he has the hammer that summons lightning down. And Loki is typically not that guy. So it's cool to see. I didn't expect this to be kind of like be attacked by these giant monster things. I'm curious as to where that's going to go, and I wonder what it has to be one of the abilities of the Holy Knights to be able to manifest nightmares.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, without a doubt. I think it's the dragon, because he's all sleepy and shit.
I just don't remember their names to really like put it forward. They're new, okay? They're new. I don't remember their names yet.
Okay, what's the tiger's name from
He's got to quiz me now.
I'm making something up on the spot. That's not true. So
Yeah, I'm
you
like
just
tiger.
stop. Could you name a tiger from One Piece?
No,
Are there tigers in One Piece?
not really, right?
No one ate the tiger fruit?
Not yet. Maybe sometime in the future we'll see a tiger fruit
Okay.
or a cat fruit model tiger.
Yeah.
That would be the correct way.
You know.
That will be the correct way to do it. It's not tiger fruit. It's a cat fruit model tiger.
I do like that there's classifications.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't have all that much to say about this yet. As things are still developing left and right in this, but I'm curious at how they're gonna deal with these Holy Knights. I don't know. This dragon, I wonder what his ability is, because I don't think but it could be this guy. I don't really know.
Oh, the one with the tongue out?
No. I'm saying the dragon guy, killing him. Good job there.
Oh, the dragon guy. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it is him.
Yeah, killing him. And he says the time limit is until the kids reach the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. Mythical zone fruit, obviously. Some kind of fun dragon. He's awakened too because he has the cloud thingies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
Chinese dragon.
Yeah.
No, wasn't Kaido a Chinese dragon?
Well, there's no specific dragon.
Yeah.
I guess I don't really know. But those are all my thoughts. I don't really actually have much to say about One Piece this week, except for it was a good chapter and Loki's badass, and I'm excited to see where this go. Midterm X-Slam, it cooked. It was very good. This is prime writing for One Piece. It made Josh very upset reading it.
That shit was alright.
No, it was very good. He's gonna do it again. He's gonna have a final exams. Final X-Slam. Whew.
I'll tell you this. I do hope he does stick to the bit.
Yeah.
I hope he has other teacher
Pop quiz.
like related attacks. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. But all right. Let's move onward. I'll just chat. Sakamoto Days. This is Sakamoto Days, chapter 204, Revolution and Succession. Last we left off, the Sakamoto gang has effectively reunited and are now trying to escape the prison with Atari at hand. They are now staging a jailbreak, blasting through various jails, prison guards. We then see the Avatar pull up. Avatar Vector Man. He pulls.
Yeah, that's literally Aang if he wasn't the Avatar.
Yeah.
He had to get a regular job.
Yeah, if he wasn't an airbender for real, he wasn't brought up by the air nomads. This is Aang. And as Aang is about to pull up and fight Sakamoto, he actually gets defeated by Boiled, who comes in and is in for the jailbreak. Much to my excitement, because I was actually hoping for Boiled to be part of it, and hopefully he remains as the main character. I enjoy Boiled. So yeah, they're making it out, and Atari starts crying because she's actually making it out, and she was dying to get out. And when she ran out of luck in B2, she thought it was going to be over. But then Shin showed up, who is her lucky item, and she was so happy. So, Heisuke asks if what you're going to keep Shin around you at all times, and Atari says no. Actually, lucky items change daily. So that's cool. They finally break out of the prison proper. They're actually outside. And they notice that there's no guards outside. And the reason being is that there's a crazy guitar man who pulls up and he strums his guitar, and the shockwave is so strong that it actually pushes everybody away. In the pandemonium, he manages to grab Atari, and jumps onto a roof.
Have you ever seen Kung Fu Hustle?
I have seen Kung Fu Hustle.
Remember the dude that was playing the guitar and sending like the slices and shit?
Yeah, yeah,
That's what this guy reminded me of a little bit.
yeah. That was fucking cool.
Killed all three of them.
Yeah. And before they know it, the main cast of Sakamoto Days is now surrounded by the Order. There's Hammerman. There's Buzzsaw Bride.
Yeah. Nice. I like that.
And Torres, of course, who seems to be chilling with the Order right now. Sakamoto looks up and notices Mr. Oki, who is the boss of the Order. And Sakamoto is just like, you seem really concerned about us. And he's like, don't get the wrong idea. 2 Order members are more than enough to kill you guys. But luck can be a fickle thing, so we're just being cautious.
Good point.
Torres explains that Atari is actually all out of luck. And Oki is like, maybe we're being overly cautious. Luck and misfortune are purely subjective, but her ability to shift probabilities could be dangerous. So, we're not going to fuck with that.
We don't want an irregular element.
Mm-hmm. And Heisuke asks that, don't you guys have bigger fish to fry than us? Your real enemy is X. And Oki explains that they can't write off X, but sometimes rather than eliminate a toxin, it's better to use it to your advantage. And we cut over to Lake Tazawa in the Akita prefecture.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
You know that place.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we've been there.
Mm-hmm.
We pulled up one time.
Yeah, I know about that.
And we see the president of the JAA is there. And it's he's in an underwater base, 423 meters underwater.
Pretty high security.
Yeah. X is there.
We would know.
Yeah, we would know. We were there. And X is there, and he's like, hey, President Guy is like, hey, you look terrible. You haven't been sleeping. You worry me sometimes. And X is like, why are you so scared? I mean, I'm just here to take you I'm just here to take back what you stole. And I was like, man, I treated you so special back at Alkamar, you know. He's like, I'm sorry, Kay. I swear I'll never mess with you and your friends again. You're my little brother, and I really care about you. I regret hurting you. And X is like, you are foolish. Brought this on. Die for the new world order. And then he, super cool Kagurabachi style, he does like an EI type of thing.
EA Purity White Slash.
Yeah, and President Guy's head is cut in half.
As he's saying wait. I think his head came off and his mouth said wait.
Yeah.
Like after the fact.
Yeah. It was so fast that his body doesn't even realize that just happened. Meanwhile, Film Guy is filming this the whole time. And Oki, over the narration of Oki, explained that it's best that the Order teams up with X. Wow. Big old twist moment for Sakamoto Days. I'm looking for the drum roll.
Yeah.
And we then cut to a TV in like one of those big TVs in Tokyo. And we see that X is now broadcasting to all of Japan, announcing that Chairman Asaki is dead and that he hereby launches the launch of the reborn JAA. And he's holding up the president's guy's head. And that's where the chapter ends. Josh, what did you think about Sakamoto Days, chapter 204?
This is a pretty quick, to the point chapter, huh?
Yeah, it's like a new arc right away.
Into the frying pan. What's it?
Out of the frying pan
and
and into the fire.
Yeah, thanks. Things happening fast. Remember they said that they was going to try to open up a chain of Sakamoto restaurants to combat the JAA?
Yeah.
That they would turn each JAA.
They're going to make a chain.
Into a chain of Sakamoto.
Yeah, Sakamoto grocery stores.
Yeah.
It's not looking likely right now.
Yeah, maybe that's... Never mind that. Was that a means to an end?
We don't really have time to fill out business applications and all that stuff like we wanted to. So...
Yeah.
Not fun. I don't know how they're going to do that now.
I don't know either, Chris. But I don't know what this means, that the Order is working with X and that there's a new JAA. Does that mean that they're going to just start assassinating people like randomly?
I don't know.
Is this bad?
It sounds bad.
The JAA was not... I don't know if they were good or bad. I'm not sure if that's like the right thing to say.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
But was it functional? Did it serve a purpose?
It seemed to work, and it seems to be good.
But you had shit like the orphanage.
Yeah, the orphanage did suck.
So is this new reborn JA actually gonna be like good for the people and the assassins?
Well, that's I doubt it because he is the main bad guy.
Right.
But
so it's like, what is their plan to?
Yeah.
What's?
Yeah, I guess we gotta find out.
I'm confused. I'm all for cool shit happening with the Order becoming adversaries and them being all strong, and now they all got to fight them. I mean, we knew they was probably going to have to fight them eventually.
Mm-hmm.
The Hammer guy, man, I feel bad for him. He has a crazy story. Isn't his father out there or something like that?
The Hammer guy?
Yeah, doesn't the Hammer guy have a dad that's out there, a swordsman or something like that?
I don't know.
No, the Hammer guy was like chasing that. Never mind, that was someone different. He's someone's father.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't really have much more to say, to be honest, Chris. I'm really intrigued by the ukulele dude or guitar guy.
Yeah, Guitar Hero.
I thought I was going to see the sniper dude. What's going on with him?
Heisuke? Oh, he's not. Is he part of the Order? He's part of the
Yeah.
Order, right? Yeah, maybe he's not there. Maybe he's doing other shit. They didn't bring the whole Order over there.
I guess not.
Yeah.
K, the other dude,
K. Yeah, because the two Order members are still with K. We see the magnet girl
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe this guy with the cape is supposed to be the sniper guy.
That would be funny. Probably is him. But I forget. I forgot the point I was even gonna make, but yeah, cool chapter. What are your thoughts, Chris?
I really like this. I'll say this is my. Ooh, there's something else maybe that might be my RGC. Oh, I'm gonna say this is a close second. What's this? What does that mean?
Remember the guy that was like,
Oh,
that might be your favorite.
yeah, it might be my favorite.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing. But I really like this chapter. This was a close second for me. I'll say this is my second favorite chapter. Yeah, it is really just into the frying pan and out of the frying pan and into the fire.
Yeah.
Type of situation.
It's a draw equal.
Yeah, we're equal now. But yeah, new guitar guy is super cool. You love a guitar villain.
Were you really like raw about seeing the head of the JA
No.
leader get smoked?
What do you mean raw? Was I upset?
Yeah, like did that
I
shit,
wasn't
like,
upset.
go-
I mean, you barely know this guy, so I'm not like really invested in his character. I know his character dying has big impact in the world as we know it. So in that way, I'm like, damn. But also, this guy seems like he sucks.
He
So,
did suck.
you know,
He had no combat prowess.
no, none
In a
whatsoever.
world of assassins, that means he is inadequate.
Yes. But yeah, I'm excited for this film guy to fight again. I remember he had one of the coolest fights.
Yeah, I
in
forgot
the
about
series.
him.
So cool. Yeah, I'm excited to see what's next for Sakamoto Days. How do you even get out of this situation? They all have to fight the order, it seems, in order to get out of this.
I think they're just gonna take the girl and bounce.
They might. I don't know. I guess it depends. They might let Sakamoto go on some like, you used to be one of us, so we'll let you go this time.
Yeah, they're probably gonna say, just mind your business.
Yeah.
Get back to living your soft life.
Yeah, get out of here, soft boy. They might be like, as a courtesy, but if you ever they'll beat him up a little bit. Probably they'll fight a little bit.
Yeah, trying to stop them from taking the girl.
Yeah, but after that, they're just like, don't follow us.
Buzzsaw Bride is a problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she isn't. She's a fucking issue. But I'm excited for what's next for Sakamoto Days. I don't have much else to say outside of that. Should we move onward?
Sounds good.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Bloody cross.
It's Kagurabachi time. And with that, I'm going to pass this one over to Josh.
Kagurabachi, chapter number 71, titled Contest. Alternate title, Me and My Tsundere Daughter.
My tsundere daughter and me.
Yeah. She's actually probably not really a tsundere, but
Yeah, I wouldn't say that, but I get what you mean.
I just felt
It just felt
right.
It felt right.
Yeah. Last week, there was chaos on the fucking rooftop of the Kyoto Bloodshed Hotel, where they were trying to create the seal to help Iori erase her memories, and so she could get back to her soft life. But in the process of that happening, one of her classmates came up to the roof, screamed her name, and unlocked her badass, her memories, and with that, her badass capabilities of swordsmanship. That also inspired Chihiro to master the Iori Purity White style / to take out Hirohiko for their round 2 bout. This week, it's a flashback to Iori and Samura and how they got together. Thanks. Yeah, how they how Samura came to raise his daughter and how Iori's parents function, et cetera, et cetera. So 9 years ago, we have a conversation, and they're in the hospital right now. They being Iori, Samura, and his wife. I don't remember her name.
Inori.
Inori, thanks. Name Lord. So
Is that me? I'm the name lord.
yes.
I'm Bias King and name lord.
Mm-hmm.
I only read it here. That's the only reason I know it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I don't deserve the title of name lord.
Well, you knew more than me, and I'm covering it. So, anyway, yeah, they're in the hospital, and the mom's sick. She's so sick that she can't take care of Iori anymore, so Samura has to do it. And he never really wanted to take care of her in the first place, which is what led to him and his wife getting divorced. You know, he's traumatized from the previous war. All he can think about when he touches people he loves is dead bodies that he touched.
Mm-hmm.
That's a different kind of PTSD.
Yeah.
Or that is actually just PTSD.
It's PTSD. It's survivor's guilt. It's all this stuff.
Yeah, it's probably what John Cena feels. But
All the
anyway,
time.
yeah. But anyway, we get it. The next few pages we get. I won't get into the montage yet. There's one more scene where Samura runs into Iori at the swordsman dojo.
Yeah.
Swordsman school, whatever.
Yeah, swordsman school.
Yeah. And all the people, all the students that see Samura start dick riding. They're like, "Oh, you're so awesome. He's so cool. He teaches like all the people in the city like how to like sword fight." Da 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 da. And all the while he's getting all this praise, his daughter's getting more and more irked until finally she shouts, "Who cares if he's a hero?" Edge Lord. Sundere. Sundere-chan. Sundere-sama. And she calls him a fucking loser because she abandoned his mom, which, she abandoned her mom. He abandoned her mom, which, yeah, I feel you for that. Anyway, Iori has this thing where she wants to keep competing with her father. It's kind of adorable, actually. That's how they kind of grow a connection. But
Yeah.
it starts with her trying to fight him with like the bamboo sword, and she closes her eyes and runs into a fucking column. And when Samura asks why she did that, she says it's because we have to be on equal footing. You're blind too. LOL.
Yeah.
But, he's a wild beast. She doesn't know that. He's been blind so long that his smell and hearing are on another level.
Yeah. He's Daredevil.
Yeah, his touch is probably on a different level too.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, they go back to see the mom. She screams on him because he let Iori get hurt. And now we cut to a montage of them being adorable, competing. They try to cook, and Iori tries to do it with her eyes closed. To show her father that she could beat him even with the handicap. Without a handicap. Mm-hmm. It's really cute. They start to grow a little bond. And through this bond, they end up making this really nice box meal for their mom. And she's like, delicious. It's the best. And she's like, I can't wait to have all this cooking. Like, I feel fantastic after it. She's like, I'm going to get even better at... Iori's like, I'm going to get even better at cooking. When you get out of the hospital, just wait. And the mom is like, well then, I'll just have to hurry up and get well, won't I? See, this is the thing, right? Most of the time I read these chapters on my phone. So you get them page by page, right?
Yeah,
when I
just
read
a
them
single page. Unless you're in like landscape mode. But usually we're in portrait.
Right, you're usually in portrait. unless you're a crackhead or you're looking at a 2-page spread already. So when I tell you the shock I felt in the next page, as
Immediately
we see
next page.
a memorial for her dead mother, who said who was going to try her hardest to stay alive and lied to her daughter. She lied. She lied. Yeah, she's not going to come back later like, oh, you wasn't actually dead this whole time? No. Pack. Mom, Dad.
It's mom pack.
Yeah. So, and I'm saying it this rough to y'all because that's how I felt when I turned that page.
Yeah, no, it was just immediate. And she's dead. Yeah, she's gone. She's all gone.
Yeah, everyone's crying. It's really sad. Right after she said those words to her daughter about trying hard, later on, her and Samura have a conversation. And she's like, look, I'm sorry. I don't think I could last much longer. And Samura's just happy that she was able to tough it out for a year. And she's acknowledging that, you know, he's really changed and turned into like a decent father and someone that definitely can be responsible for Iori. It's really sweet. You know, they have their moment, and he puts Iori to bed. He goes outside to smoke a little cigarette, and at his doorway, he notices someone's there. He says, "Who are you?" And we see this snake-faced motherfucker.
This fucking guy, Yura.
Yeah, thank you, Yura. Pleased to meet you, Seiichi Samurai.
Pleased to meet you, Seiichi Samurai.
I have plans, and those plans have plans, and I went over it with the guy from Bleach.
I've planned it so much. I planned so many plans.
Yeah. Hirohiko, he's just my plaything.
He's my pawn.
He's my pawn. It doesn't really matter if he loses. It doesn't matter if any of us loses. It's all okay.
Because I have a plan.
Yeah. All right. Now that our fucking touch of tism rant is over.
Yeah, touch of tism rant.
Oh, man. I wish Brian was here.
Yeah.
Back to the chapter. Yeah, so that guy, right? He's speaking to Samura. And Samura's like, I don't know who you are, but do me a favor. Don't make me draw my blade. You're going to die instantly. I don't want to get blood on me. I'm already mad about my wife.
My wife.
And Yura is like, for the future, huh? Don't worry.
Why'd you say that? What?
I'm just adding the. There's no consistent accent for him. It's all different weird things. All
I
the
see.
Because he's a spaz in my
Yeah.
mind. He's drawn cool, calm, collected, but I know he's a freak. So yeah, he's like, for the future, huh? Don't worry, we're just here to talk, ellipses, about the sins you lot committed. Specifically, that guy that we keep showing in foreshadowing.
Yeah, the master of the Shinuchi.
Yeah, the master of all sin and badness.
Evilness.
And he says, and the disaster that will befall this country as a result a few years from now as we see in a destroyed city. And a nice flower. That means something. That has to mean something.
Isn't that like a Shinuchi thing?
Yes. It probably is. And just like that, that's the end of the chapter. Chris, what are your thoughts?
Ooh. You know, reading this chapter and discussing it here in the podcast has really made me appreciate it a little bit more. One things I do love is that Iori seems to be like, Iori was not like a person with not a lot of personality. She just had kind of a more mild-mannered personality because, you know, all we've seen of her is just being a normal after just a normal like teenage girl. So, you know, it felt not bland, but, you know, it was just like kind of a regular character. But it was good to see that like in her youth, she does have like something going for her. She has like a little bit of I guess, agency, just like more of a go-getter type of character and competing with Samura. I really like that dynamic. I didn't think that would be the dynamic that they shared. I thought it was more of like a typical relationship a parent would have with their young child.
Daddy's little girl.
Type of thing. But no.
They had to grow into that.
Yeah, but now it's like we see that Iori was rightfully kind of like resentful towards her dad for not being there. And creating this kind of like competitive dynamic was a good way of, naturally kind of forming those bonds with each other, because they're competing with each other about everything, whether it's the swords, or just or even cooking. And you could see that even though there's probably still obvious resentment there for the past, like she hasn't forgiven him or anything, there is something of a bond being formed, and there is, they seem to be like forming a good relationship through this dynamic. So
yeah, I did think that was wholesome too.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and I like seeing this facet of Iori's personality. I'm hoping to see more from her in this way. I think this is first for me, but I'm glad I didn't really like declare my RGC, because I do want to give it to Kagurabachi this week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
I just really liked the dynamic. I thought this was a really well written chapter, especially even on Samura's part. Like Samura's character is very touching in a way where Inori asks him what he thinks about Iori, and he's like, she's cute, and she's like, even though she's blind, and he's like, hey, listen, I don't have to see. She laughs like you, which was I thought was a very touching kind of line. So, I guess now we're going to see where Samura went wrong, which is a bummer. And, it's good to see that Yura came in, and like it's an interesting dynamic to come in and play on Samura's PTSD and his like survivor's guilt.
Yeah, that's definitely what's about to happen.
So, yeah, I'm curious if we will get to see like what happened back there, if they're going to tackle that while they're at it. I doubt it, but they showed the Shinichi Master for a reason, I imagine. So, yeah, I had a good time with this.
He's a monster.
He is a monster. But I had a good time with this one. I'm very excited to see how this all ends up. I can't help but think that Samura is going to actually show up at the hotel.
Yeah. He's seen all of this.
Because, like, the memories are back. He knows where they are. Mm-hmm. Like the owl in the sky probably knows exactly where they are. So, yeah, I'm excited to see how this all climaxes.
He's gonna pull up on Chihiro. He's gonna be like, see, look, it's not the enchanted blade.
I didn't use the N10.
It's a regular sword.
I didn't use it.
And I'm defending your daughter, so don't.
Yeah, so back off,
right.
Rudo.
Don't kill me.
Don't kill me.
Doesn't count.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see. But Josh, what did you think about this chapter?
I enjoyed it a lot too. Honestly, this wouldn't have been my RGC if it wasn't for One Piece either. My second favorite is the next series, but man, this was a nice backstory. I agree with you. I think this really helped to fill out Iori's character. She felt a little hollow before, which is not like,
Yeah, she wasn't a bad character yet.
We didn't know. We were still learning.
Yeah, we just didn't know a lot about her, and she seemed like kind of regular. Nothing like crazy standout. So
shit, if anything, the author did a good job at like kind of selling us that she was gonna just be this regular girl to protect, and then now we're getting this whole wealth of backstory after finding out she was this cool, like has these swordsman abilities. I mean, I think it's being executed well. The backstory's done well, and it's still going. So, man, yeah, like Kagurabachi to me at first was just a really cool series because of the artwork and the fighting. and how like just how cool Chihiro looked when he fought and shit, right, with the goldfish. But man, like the story is really starting to flesh itself out, especially through its characters. And here at New Jump City Podcast, we love us some character development.
We're all about characters.
We love it. Shout out to World Tricker. And Schwan, piece. I mean, I got like fucking 12 characters on my shirt right now.
Frankie. I'm honoring One Piece with Frankie at 300.
Yeah. Do I have Franosuke? Yes, I do.
You do have friends.
That's my favorite name of Frank.
I thought it was Bonkichi.
Shit.
Bonkichi.
I gotta think about that. I gotta think about it.
Yeah, it's either Franosuke or Bonkichi.
Bonkichi is really cool. Anyway, that's all I got to say. I don't want to drag it out. Love the chapter.
Yeah.
Kagurabachi.
Kigs.
I love reviewing it.
Me too. But yeah, let's move onward.
We're getting the story out there. We need a plan.
Dandadan. This is Dandadan chapter 185. So you're the perp. Last we left off.
Yeah.
Ira, Occult-kun, Okarun. Okarun and the Gold Quinta all ran off to save the class rep, and I think their new friend with the pygmies, who was abducted by some strange paranormal threat. We find out that they are the headless dribblers, I think they're called.
Yeah.
It's headless basketball players that steal people's heads, decapitate people spiritually by slam dunking them headfirst into a basket, thus separating their bodies from their heads in a spiritual sense, where they're not literally beheaded and there's blood gushing everywhere. They just remove their heads and now they're floating in space. It is simultaneously the goofiest and most brutal fighting style I've ever seen, because they don't just dunk, they dunk hard. It's pretty crazy. But they managed to save the class rep, and she was able to activate her abilities, which controls gravity, and her and Ira are teaming up. So Ira asks that whether she can make her attacks honorably broader, and class rep doesn't know if she could actually do that, because apparently her range of effectiveness is fixed.
Honorably.
Yeah.
She's so weird.
Yeah. And Kawabanga, I think her little spirit friend's name is, explains it. Do you see now that your ability to deliver a song is under development? If you don't improve your idol power, then neither your powers, range, nor your outfits will become amazing.
Damn.
And Rin just wants to do something about the outfit, because it's very much pop idol girl, which is, I don't know if she's going for that really.
That's not her swag at all.
No. They do notice that Yukishiro, the new girl that they've befriended, they're trying to find her, and Kawabanga finds her. The pygmies that she seems to control are protecting her head, so they're just gonna help. They're gonna have Mai. I guess this thing's name is Mai. I thought it was Kawabanga. I don't know why I'm bugging.
It's not Kawabanga?
I thought it was Kawabanga, because that's what they called her last time.
Oh, my. Yeah.
Yeah, they send Mai to go help Yukishiro, but Mai's like, well, you can't use your powers without me. Or maybe her last name is Kawabanga, because she's like a girl. She's like her friend who died, right?
Yeah.
So her name is probably like Mai Kawabanga or something.
Oh, yeah. Her spirit name is probably Kawabanga.
Yeah. But she sends.
You have a spirit name?
No, I'm saying that's her whole name, like her last name. You know how they call people by their last name in Japan, and
You think her actual name was Kawabanga?
Her like family name is Kawabanga, but it's like spelled differently.
Okay.
It's not like Cowabunga, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But it's Japanese cowabunga.
I guess. I don't remember.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't leave me hanging on this. I don't think
I
I'm.
don't know. I was just looking for clarity, but it's okay. We're both out here struggling. Just how we like it.
Yeah, we both like struggling. So Mai goes over to help her out, and Ira is trying to hold off everybody. Mai is able to reach Yukishiro, and she asked the pygmies to help them out because there's a way they can help Yukishiro. And they all like form a line and latch themselves onto Mai so she could fly with them. And Rin explains to Mai that she needs to go straight for the basket and dunk upwards, just like they did for the class rep. But unfortunately for them, there are a number of headless dribblers there to stop them. But the pygmies all form a body around Mai and create a pygmy body that not only does that, but like crosses
over 3 defenders. Treats them like fucking glorified traffic cones.
Draft Mai to the Knicks.
Cone work.
Yeah.
But I tell you this, the other teammates recover really well.
Yeah, you want to commentate this part?
Sure. So after the killer crossover that annihilated those 3 players, she goes up to rise for the reverse layup, the literal reverse layup.
Yeah.
Because to go through the reverse through the hoop. 3 players meet her at the basket and they jump straight up, not a foul.
No.
This is sound defense to close her off. But she uses trickery and sleight of hand to manipulate the pygmies and have them go under the people and go straight up and through the basket.
And Yukishiro's body is revived.
Yukishiro, that's one of my favorite characters, and I remembered their name.
Did you? Want to plead the 5th? All right.
So yeah, what was you saying?
So, yeah, Yukishiro's back. Her body's back, but the headless dribblers are not giving up. They're trying to get that sick rebound. They're trying to get the offensive rebound.
They're not giving up on the play. These guys are good.
They're good, man. They're like the disciplined. They don't give up the easy.
They didn't keep their head down after seeing their teammates get fucking brutally
denied.
Yeah. Like eviscerated.
Yeah.
They got crushed
Good for them,
out
man.
of their souls.
Yeah. But before they could catch Yukishiro, Ira comes in and rescues both Rin and Yukishiro. They are chest passing heads over to them at maximum velocity. Yukishiro is, I guess, kind of freaking out because she's just waking up and gaining consciousness again. She doesn't know what's going on. And Ira tells her to calm down, and she explains that something me did it. And she explains that there's the ones who blackmailed me. And man, we then cut over to the guy who blackmailed her and was that fucking gym teacher that we met earlier. He is picking his nose with his pinky finger, and then he sucks on his finger. He doesn't just like pull the booger off. He like sucks on his pinky finger.
Look at his eyes.
Oh my God, this panel, when I tell you, this panel made me so fucking mad.
This was the funniest shit I've seen all
This
week.
upset me to my core. You know, like something about this bothered me so much. But it was very funny. It made me laugh outwardly, but I was also low-key very upset.
And he's got fucking pictures of little girls on his phone.
Yeah, just how abrasive he is with it. Oh my God. But Mr. Murakami is his name. And she explains that he went through the social media accounts of female students to find ones who were violating school rules so he could blackmail them into taking pictures of themselves in their underwear. So, you know, there may be other girls who were given knives like she was. Fuck this guy. she's like, okay, so Murakami's somewhere in this gym. We kick his ass and we're good. And then Rin notices that the headless dribblers, a lot of them have gotten a lot bigger. They're fucking huge now.
Jai-hugic.
Yeah, Jai-hugic. And they keep like just passing heads at them. And it's getting harder and harder to hold them back as Rin is unable to keep this going because she can't keep singing without rest. Because she's only got 5 minutes left in her. The situation is looking super duper dire. And they're like, we gotta find this guy so we could kick the crap out of him. And plot twist, we find out that Murakami is nowhere near the gym. He is somewhere, assuming his own apartment, on like a Peloton bike.
Yes.
And he is fucking pedaling to the metal. Damn near naked, except for a fucking not tidy whitey, fucking Speedo shit. And he's jacked. He's got the most twisted face on. I hate this guy. And that's the end of Dandadan chapter 185. Josh, what did you think about this chapter?
This is my second favorite chapter. I know there's no drop for that, but I mean, I loved it. It was fucking hilarious at the very end, like with this. I don't remember this gym teacher from before.
He's a new character. We only really saw him like one time where he was trying to like hit on one of the other teachers. Oh. And he seemed to be a nice guy about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was a brief moment, but it turns out he's a fucking bad guy this whole time.
Yeah, he sure is. Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Blackmailing fucking high school girls. I don't know what the fuck to say. Honestly, like this was a exciting and fun chapter. Like the enemies they're fighting, it's like hard. It's like, how could you take it serious? But you do because it's intense.
Yeah, it's genuinely like a threat.
Yeah. We waxed poetic last time about the pink haired girl with the long hair. Ira. How like I don't know what the general community says about her and stuff, but she's one of the best characters in the series. She holds it down. She's really strong. She takes a beating, and I appreciate her kind of being the leader in this scenario. Mm-hmm. I really like that they implied that the student president, the class rep, that her power has a lot more potential to it. Mm-hmm. It definitely will grow. And damn, is this a new person? A new person we're adding to the roster, Miss Pygmy?
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, that's cool.
Miss Pygmy.
Yeah, she's dope. I mean, I don't know anything about her, but she's like she's like Bella but cool.
Yeah, we had that whole arc with her where, she was like the bad guy for a minute.
Yeah, she's like creepy. She's like a shy Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's dope. Cool aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I guess that's it. Don't want to drone on and on.
Oh yeah,
I like the chapter.
I really like this chapter since this was originally going to be my RGC before we talked about Kagurabachi and that kind of really like something about it changed my perspective. I felt it was a more substantive.
Something about good writing.
Yeah, it was a more substantive chapter in a character development level. But I love Dandadan and how just fucking weird it is a lot of the time, how creative the art can be. Like, the Headless Dribblers is one of the funniest villain groups. It's one of my favorites, I think, of all time, the Headless Dribblers.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Just because how out there it is. One of the strengths of Dandadan is that, like, I think we've said this before, it's just how they'll just show you something completely outlandish. And if you're reading it, like we say, it's kind of the similar effect that Kagurabachi had this week, where if you're reading it in like portrait mode and you can only see one page at a time, sometimes you'll just cross over to the next page and you'll see a man
stunned.
Yeah, you'll see a man picking his boogers with his pinky finger and then sucking it off.
Yeah, that's its own page.
Yeah,
you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so it's intense, and he does this constantly. He's kind of a master of it, and he's such a crazy good artist. that it never really gets old ever. I'm excited how they even get out of this because Okarun and Kinta are fighting their own battle outside.
Yeah, and they didn't.
Yeah, Okarun
got a
doesn't
tough fight ahead of
Yeah,
them.
Okarun has no powers at this point, so Kinta's got to hold it down.
Yeah,
Which I'm sure he can
against that alien.
because he's the GOAT. Him and his face is
Yeah, like
yeah.
in the poses.
Yeah, just he's got the craziest. I can't wait till they cut to their battle. That shit's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, they might cut to it after this.
Yeah.
Next chapter. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, but it's so good. Like Josh said, the development for Rin has been very fun. Knowing that she can get stronger is really cool. Her ability has always been kind of crazy, so it's good to see it develop a little further. I am excited for Dandadan every time I read it. So here's to more Dandadan.
Is it like One Piece? Is it One Piece vibes?
I wouldn't say it's One Piece
Remember when
vibes.
Brian said that? Do you actually remember the day?
I do remember. I don't remember the date.
I
he
hear
said
his
it.
voice saying it. Do you?
I think he more meant that like it's very like comedy focused, and it's very absurd, and it's like
with a real story.
yeah, like there's not like absurd islands that they visit and absurd places, but the absurd characters are there, and they have their own little quirks and inside jokes,
Yeah.
I feel like
agree.
that's kind of One
I
Piece-esque.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's exactly One Piece vibes, but I know what he means. But yeah, great chapter of Dandadan. I am excited for more. But is that all do you have any rebuttals? Anything to add?
Nah, that's it, man.
Well, buddies, this is it. This is our 300th episode. Thank you guys so much for listening. Now and for always.
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 Forever and ever.
And ever and ever and ever. Yeah, man. I mean, we come a long way from just doing this back when we were like basically kids and coming up, and now we're full grown adults, coming together to do something productive. I want to thank Brian Boss. I always want to go back, our first producer, the guy. Without him, this podcast wouldn't be a thing probably. So, if he's still listening, thank you so much, buddy.
Good looks, bro.
And all of you, whoever listens, I know Mike is our most vocal listener, but we got a certain amount of subscribers on YouTube, so he can't be the only one. Thank you guys for listening. Always, whenever I get a like or a new subscriber and things like that, I always feel very vindicated by it because I think we run a good show. So, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. It's 300 episodes, guys. Let's hear for 300 more, hopefully.
Yeah. Another 5 years. So.
But yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Thank you guys for listening. Josh, do you have any closing things you want to say about 300?
Man, it's a real joy doing the show. It's a real joy doing the show, and you're right, it is something fun and productive at the same time that we can do. And man, for those still listening at this point, we genuinely want to hear your thoughts about anything that we're covering, or like Mike does, ask us random shit about life too if you'd like.
Yeah.
But I really want to hear your thoughts about the comics we're reading. Really, I really would.
Definitely.
I want to argue with you guys in the comments. I want to tell you you're wrong. If you listen to the pre-show, you know I like intimate drama.
Yeah.
I will tell you your series is not as good as the series that I like. And we'll argue.
Yeah, Josh is a keyboard warrior. Too much.
300.
300. I'm sorry, buddy. I take that back. Josh is not a keyboard warrior.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you guys so much. You can
I'll
follow.
be a keyboard warrior for New Jump City fans.
Hell yeah. You can follow us at New Jump City on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. Brian is at b.esp. on Instagram and TikTok. Josh is Instagram and Twitter. Josh is at JDCole_37 on Instagram, at New Gym City Josh on Twitter. I am at the Chris Espinal on Twitter and Instagram and TikTok as well. Email us at newjumpcitypod@gmail.com. Like Josh said, if you guys want us to interact with you guys about the questions on our pre-show chat show, check out the pre-show chat show. That would be very nice of you. Well, that's it, I think. Subscribe. Please subscribe if you like the show. And let us know what you guys think in the comments. Like, share, all that stuff. All right. Thank you guys. We're eternally grateful. 300 episodes, everybody.
300. Let's go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks.
Them Cowboys.